I hope you're ready. The final round, lead card action of the Rosedale Cup 2018 held at Rosedale Park in Kansas City, Kansas. It is tight up at the top two cards. Leading the way, we have Andrew Presnell with a 2-throw lead over Robert McCall, and rounding out the lead card is Kyle Webster, Ben Wiggins. Then after that, everybody is only 2 throws away from the lead card, so it's tight. You can't rest on your laurels. You have to charge. You have to attack the course. It is still cold, and the wind is picking up. Hole 1, we have a pretty wide open hole. We've got a branch over there on the top right side. It will stop any high hyzer approach if you're a right-handed player. It slopes away from you to the right, and it goes down a steep ravine, a lot of brush. You don't want to go long. It's a fast screen. If you're short, approaches can run away from you. We start things out with Andrew Presnell out of Ozark, Missouri. And he has the right idea, going on the right side, keeping it low, but it just keeps going. That wind is not allowing the disc to come back. It's getting pretty strong, and he is in not the best of shape on the right side. So he's going to have to hope he didn't go down that hill. Robert let that one go a little bit early. It's skipping away. He's just going to try and get up and down and go to the next hole. Ben Wiggins going with a similar line that Andrew did, is higher and just a little too high. Hits that guardian branch a little bit lower, and that shot's ideal. Kyle Webster going with a nice forehand. Spikes it by the basket. Excellent shot. Way to get the round started for Kyle. So we got Robert from a knee and lunges at it. What an amazing putt. Hits the chain holder. That was excellent. And here we see where Andrew was left. He did go down the hill. Thank goodness it's still winter time and the leaves haven't grown, because that is a mess come summer. Gives it a decent run. Gave it a chance. Wasn't low on it. Ben nicks the rim on that basket for his birdie attempt. Now you'll have a 15-foot comeback, and there's no issue there. Kyle gets to play now after waiting around for a little bit, and his forehand spiked right by the basket and trickled down to where he is. That was an excellent, excellent shot by Kyle. Dead center in the heart. Good start. Very nice birdie for Kyle. Andrew cleans up nicely. Saves his par. Hole 2. Again, that right side is treacherous. It slides down very steep. You want to stay away from that side. Low branches on a direct line. Typically you see hyzer flips. Try and get that disc to flex out and skip back uphill towards the basket a little bit. It plays downhill. And It is guarded towards the end. Several trees. Excellent hole. Kyle's going with the forehand again. And he puts a lot of power on it. It's going right to left a little bit. And okay, so he gets out of it some. But that is still way up the hill from the basket. Andrew's disc is not coming back. He is staying on the right side. You just can't tell what it does. Once it crests over the hill, you're guessing. You're hoping that it didn't go all the way down the hill, get a bad roll. Andrew throwing a gentle turnover, and that's coming out of it. Gets a kick right, but it was a bit of a forward kick. So that's not too bad. And, okay, so now we have Ben's shot came out rather low. We'll see how far up it skipped. Lucky for Andrew, he stays on top of the hill. He's got a relatively easy... Okay, he's going for it. He did not lay up, but high release, highs it out. And here's what Kyle was left with. A touchy downhill approach because it's so rocky. Very well executed. And now Ben is staring at a 50-plus footer. Hits the flagpole and sits. So now Robert, after a very nice drive, looks like that sleeve for the next pin placement is in his way. He's going to have to go for a straddle putt about 20 feet just outside of it maybe. And that is a good putt by Robert. That brings him to 10 under par. Great deuce to get here on hole 2. Andrew to save his par. He is looking at a downhiller. And that is left too low. Hits the face mask. He will be dropping in for a bogey 4. And now he is tied with Robert McCall for the lead. Ben and Kyle tap in for their pars. Hole 3, 233 feet. This basket sits on a ridge. It slopes away to the right. It slopes away to the left. Rocky green. Now the rocks can help you or they can stop your disc. So throwing a low skipper, hoping for it to get to the basket, you're really risking not getting there at all. Robert takes the box after that very nice birdie on hole 2. That's exactly how you want to play this. He got a little bit unlucky, hit the base of that tree, but you want it to float all the way there. Take the rocks out of the equation. Kyle stays on the left side of the fairway. It's less rocky, and he's up there looking at a birdie. Ben's flipped, and he got lucky. He kicked off a rock. It flared him up in the air towards the left. That was a fortunate rock to hit. And going out wide right. He just skipped on long. He will have a lengthy comeback for his birdie putt. Just missed right of the basket, and that is a very fast green. He will have a lengthy par save attempt. Not sure if that brush right in front of him is in his way. Fantastic save by Andrew. It was crucial for him to get this one. Very well done. Robert from Circle's Edge. Two in a row. Gets him to 11 under par. And he has taken the lead over Andrew, who by saving par stays at 10 under par. Now Kyle from 15 feet gets his birdie. Now Ben has to deal with this obstacle. No issue whatsoever. He gets his birdie as well. Kyle has tied with Andrew at 10 under par. Hole 4. Most players will play it out to the left side away from all the trouble. There is the direct line. You're running the risk of kicking off a tree to the right and you're going way down the hill. You want to avoid the right side of this fairway at all costs. Robert is going for a roller. And he lays that just looking really nice. It stood up. Right timing. Oh, that cut across the screen. Gets the applause. That is a great shot. Kyle has an excellent forehand shot. And he makes a good adjustment from the first round. He was quite close to the tree line. This time he bowed it out a little bit further left. Gets a nice skip. He's looking at the basket. Ben going for a roller as well. And that one took a gnarly little skip to the left. Look at that pine tree in the background. How it's super stable disc, just being blown away by that wind. And unfortunately for Ben, he is going to have a long approach to the basket. No real chance at bird. Andrew gets it started wide, and it's going to take a nice roll to the right. He'll have an opportunity for a birdie as well. So on that roller shot, even if you stand up and you don't get your chance for birdie, you're wide open to the basket. Nice bid. Just a little low, dead center face mask. Kyle outside the circle. And he gets this hole twice this tournament. He started on hole 4 the first round, got the birdie. Very nicely done by Kyle. And now, Ben will clean up from about 15 feet away. You don't see that often out of Ben. He's such a good putter. It is a cold day, though. Wind chills probably down around 32, 33 degrees. And the wind has picked up from the first round. What an amazing roller. That's where he ended up. Fantastic deuce. That's the turkey. Gets him to 12 under par. Excellent, excellent start for Robert. And Ben unfortunately gets his bogey. Hole 5 also offers a fast green. Right side, just like on hole 4, it slopes down probably about 20-30 feet down the hill, so you want to avoid the right side. Low ceiling. I've seen a lot of success with forehand shots. Lefty players have good success on this course as well. It just suits them well. Oh, and that one is going way left.
Cool.
And it kicks out, so he's fortunate. That was going way left. Hit the tree line on the left side. Got a good kick back out to the fairway. Kyle starting a little bit right. Has no issues, doesn't clip anything, so he got all the forward momentum out of it. Andrew doesn't throw forehands, so he's going for the turnover, and that is way too low. Just skidding down the fairway. He will have a very long attempt added to. Ben throws an excellent turnover. Misses all the branches, and he gets down there. Very well done by Ben. Just floating it all the way down there. So Andrew is attacking. He was missing a little bit on the accuracy there, but he was not laying up. Kyle whizzes past the basket, and he is left with a 15-foot comeback for his par. And now Ben, with his excellent turnover shot, is looking at a 25-footer. Excellent bird by Ben. And that's how you fix a bogey from the previous hole. Kyle gets his comeback putt, saves par, and now Robert, further away than he wanted to be on his approach, but he did have that headwind, and it kind of got underneath his disc and floated him past a little longer than he needed it to. No issues, he saves his par. Andrew has a nice tailwind putt. Well done. Gets the par save. Hole 6 plays longer than the 298 you see there. It's uphill. Got the pine on the right side. You want to avoid that on your way towards the basket. There is out of bounds on this hole. It's beyond the fence into the softball field. It's quite a crush to get it all the way up there. Ben will get us started on hole 6. And it looks like a fairway driver. Gets a decent skip up at the top of the hill. Not great, but decent skip. Robert going for a more direct approach. That was looking pretty good. Well, they're making this hole look pretty darn easy. That was a really good shot by Kyle, heading towards the light pole and fades in. There we go. Another good shot. Everybody's up, putting for 2. Robert keeps it going. This bird climbs him to 13 under par. And Andrew is not getting the start that he wanted. That one cut right through the chains. Pro side of the basket. And it is unfortunate to be so close and come away with a par. Really nice drives by Andrew, Kyle, and Ben. Excellent putt by Robert. Kyle is not letting Robert get away. Hole 7, as opposed to hole 6. This one plays a lot shorter. We do have a Mando on the left side. You see the tape around that tree. This is to protect the players on the next hole. You don't want to go long because it goes way down the hill fast. None of the players on this card are locals to the Kansas City area. Locals know that this plays a lot shorter. So when you see players not from the area, they have a tendency to overthrow this hole. Ben gets it started, playing it nice and wide. And you got that right to left wind that keeps him in the air, and he is dropped down early by those branches that are just poking out into the fairway. Robert, I like his idea, but oh man, that was a really wild skip. That was unfortunate. But I like the play. I like playing it wide right over there like Ben and Robert did. And this one has started out too far left, and he is skipping away from the basket. Andrews is high up in the air, and it's a very skippy green. The ground is hard today. It is cold. Now Robert from a good 60, 65 feet away. Kyle downhill into a headwind. And he'll be tapping that out for a par. Ben with a 35 plus, 35 footer. Goes a little long. Yep, Andrew did not like that effort one bit. Low release. So Ben's par comeback from just past 20 feet. Dead center. Great putt by Ben. And everybody's just cleaning up their pars on hole 7. The right to left wind makes this hole quite a bit tougher. Hole 8. Typically you'll see shots, fairway drivers thrown flat, going for a late hyzer, skip up there. There are the concrete blocks you kind of want to avoid, so you want to keep it in the air for a certain amount of time. Definitely don't want to drop down too early. The danger is hyzering out early into that pine you see on the right side of the basket right now, or going long and skipping out of bounds long. That one's got a lot of hyzer on it, and it's coming in too soon. Oh, he hits the concrete blocks. He will have a long putt. Robert doesn't like it. This is hyzering out early. And it looks like it hit those concrete blocks too. Hard to tell. I couldn't really see. Kyle gets good air on that. Oh, and he gets a nice skip. He is around and on the green. Very nice shot. That's ideal. He is inside 15 feet. That was a great shot. So yeah, Robert did hit the concrete wall. He is quite a ways away from the basket for his birdie attempt. And that just never had a chance. But it's okay. About the same distance, Ben. Beautiful jump putt. Excellent two by Ben. One more time. So nice. . Oh, just like Andrew on hole 6, hits the pro side of the chains and just cuts right through. That is unfortunate. That was a good putt. Does not count though. Very nice. 2 by Andrew. That is his first 2 of the round, and it snaps 5 pars in a row. So it is a very, very slow start for Andrew. So Robert and Kyle are in the lead. Robert's got him by 1, but they both get the pars. Andrew and Ben catch 1 up on them. Hole 9, 380 feet. Touchy little hole. You got to make it around that big old pine and skip up. That basket sits on a ridge. So it's like you got 2 levels over there. Ideally, you want to get all the way around to where you have an uphill comeback putt at it. Today, though, that uphill putt is a headwind putt. Ben needs to get around that tree, and it doesn't. Catches him. Whatever you do, don't hit that tree. All you can do is basically pitch out right beside it. It's very thick. That was looking pretty good. He's over there on the right side. Got a tester right there. Lengthy little putt. Robert throws. This is a very nice, stable fairway driver, it looks like. Held the line nicely. There is a tailwind here. And it laid a wing down and skipped very well towards the basket. And Kyle's got it. That goes up the hill. He should have a nice look at it. Long attempt for Ben. And he lands right by the basket. No, Kyle went way long. Unknown if he got a roll. Don't think he skipped all the way down there. That's unfortunate. And this testy little putt. Oh, he keeps it low. Andrew just not getting it going with the putting today. He played the first round. He said it was just so easy. He parked everything. He did not have to make a single putt. Wow. What a front 9 by Robert. Uphill, into the wind. Oh, and that one is low. So it's a tale of 2 nines. Robert had an amazing front 9. Andrew had a nightmare front 9. So let's see how Robert did it. This is a player making a charge. Hole 2. Leaves himself with a nice 22-footer. Gets the round started with a nice deuce. Hole 3, 25-footer. No problem. Bit of a death putt. And then this fantastic roller on hole 4. Lays it down perfectly. And look at it curl all the way around the tree line to a 12-foot putt. Amazing deuce on hole 4. And he keeps it going. Hole 6, 23, 25 feet out, squeaks it in. Yes, fist pump. And on hole 9, uphill, headwind, 23-footer. That gives him an excellent 22 on the front. Guys, I'll see you again on the back 9. Thanks for joining me here at Flying J Disc Golf for the final round, front 9 of the 2018 Rosedale Cup.